Frantic Nerdcast here to stay. AJ and Zac will say, join the ride, don't fade away. Nerdy joy in full display.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frantic Nerdcast, episode number 82. 82. And as you can see, we are one man short today.
Oh, we should have put his face on the screen.
Oh, we could have put his face on the screen. That's a shame.
Sorry, Brock.
Sorry, mate. I know the Franticlers are very disappointed.
Speaking of the Franticlers, our number one Franticler, Bevan, is pushing for merch for the Franticlers. So he's been out there in the AI universe creating his own versions.
When I saw that, man, I saw it and I was like, oh, God, I kind of wish that was real.
So did I. I really did.
I wish he went to the effort to actually go out there and be like, and make that shirt, but he didn't. He AI'd it, which is a very unfranticler thing to do.
Well, it shows promise. It just means he has to follow through on it now. So he's shown what it could be. He has to deliver and make his own shirt now.
Yeah, I think we should need to set that challenge to him. Yeah, Bev, mate, hop on your horse, buddy. Franticler. Oh my God, it's such a horrible name. Oh, wow.
It's a name that's either going to take off and everyone's just going to love it because it's so cringe, or it's just going to be cringe and no one will like it. So we're still waiting on some possible feedback from everyone else. So we'll see what comes back. But other than that, what's happening in your nerdy realm lately, AJ?
Well, I've been watching some TV shows as usual, smashing them out, watching a couple of movies and stuff like that. There's one obviously which we'll talk about in a little bit later in the last week that we did, and playing some games and whatnot as well.
It's been a bit of a slow week, but I'm building into school holidays, so I'm ready for 2 weeks of just nerdy splendor, a little bit of golf thrown in, and then, of course, PAX at the end of it. So it's going to be a busy 2 weeks
It is going to be a
in
very busy
life.
2 weeks, and just in life in general, I think. It's going to be crazy. But speaking of that one thing that I mentioned that I didn't speak of, and we'll speak of now, this last weekend, what did we do, Zach?
We headed down to Sydney for Oz Comic Con. So, again, shout out to Dan at Fosdike's World and Rocket Comms for the tickets through the giveaway. It was a blast to go down. But yeah, it was great. It was my first Comic-Con or convention really of any size other than Collecticon, which is obviously on a much smaller scale to what this was. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the day. It was great. And I was pleasantly surprised, I was pleasantly surprised at the amount of people that put in the effort to dress up. And there were obviously the major cosplayers there, but just the everyday people that put thought and effort into their costumes was fantastic to see.
It was pretty. I was actually really amazed by how many. Because last time I went to it, it was nowhere near that big or that many people, and Supernova is never that good as like that as well. And I was just really, really surprised by how many people actually put in the effort, and it was really cool, man.
Yeah, well, we managed to interview a bunch of people, so thank you to everyone that gave their time to talk to us on or off camera. But we interviewed one family that, it was a family of One Piece cosplay costumes they put together.
That was really cool, man.
That was
really cool.
From the kids all the way up to the parents and the uncles and things
I reckon
like that.
That was probably, it would have had to have been, we interviewed the three kids.
Yeah.
And we interviewed the dad. The mum was also dressed up as the pirate.
As Big Mum.
No, wasn't the pirate that gets cut into pieces?
No, she was Big Mum.
Oh, okay.
Big Mum. You're thinking of Buggy the Clown.
Yeah.
There's someone else dressed up as Buggy.
Someone else was,
but not in that group. So they had Buggy, Jinbe, Perona, Zorro, Sanji, and then they had someone else dressed up in their crew as well, but I don't think they were One Piece related.
Okay. Yeah, but that was really cool to see an entire family, and they did it in a week. In that interview, it was crazy,
and that's it. And so, yes, the time frame some of the people put the costume through, we interviewed two guys that did Space Marine cosplays, and that took them a few months.
Yep.
But other people was like, it was a week, 2 weeks put together.
I love just carrying around a fake chair.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. But then we interviewed someone that was cosplaying Jinx from League of Legends, not Arcane. And she was been doing that for years, and so she's been working on that and adapting it, making tweaks since Arcane came out.
The wig on that Jinx costume. And again, all of these, you can see the interviews we did on the blog post we put up on the YouTube channel. Quick little 9-minute video. Go check it out. You will not regret it. But Jinx's, the hair was phenomenal, man. I don't know if she bought it or made it or what. It nailed it.
But even from that, just to the small, the paint effects she put on it, just to make it look like dirty and grungy. It was just done so well that from a distance, she just looked like she'd come out of some sort of battlefield. It
'Cause,
wasn't
yeah,
until you got up really close to her you could see what it was.
Because the Jinx was at that stage from Arcane when she was starting to get a bit corrupted.
Yeah, it was more start of season 2 Jinx.
Yeah, hers was phenomenal. There were lots and lots of anime characters that I could not tell you who the fuck they were.
No, there was, I think we figured out, and I think I looked up today, was we saw a lot of guys with the weird TV head mask.
Yes.
That I think is from the Skibbity Toilet franchise.
I thought
things.
it was from Skibbity Toilet.
Because I was talking about it today to someone. I was like, I think this is what I saw and looked up.
Because I know there's a TV guy,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen one with the little nose that comes out of it and stuff.
I'm pretty sure that is what it's from. So, but
Okay.
I said I've never seen it before.
Lots of Loraxes as well.
Yeah, that was the strangest thing.
Can anyone tell us what this Lorax fascination was?
Because it wasn't like there was just one or like two people playing the Lorax. There was like 10 plus Loraxes
heaps of
there.
them.
Like, have we missed something that's come back into pop culture? Do I need to be checking out a new Lorax film or something?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was oddly strange. It was great to see so many people with a Lorax, but I had no idea why.
And as per usual, there was always the extremely buff dude dressed as Wolverine.
Yes.
I saw a couple of the Wolverines. I saw a Psylocke. There's an Elektra. I saw a dude dressed as Ryu and he had like the red contacts in. It was really cool. I think they were all in a group, those ones.
Yeah, there was a couple of League of Legends ones there. So obviously there was plenty of Jinx. She was probably one of the most popular ones there. There was a guy dressed as Kane in his regular human form, and he was sick. I would have loved to have been able to get an interview, but we caught him at not a great time, so it was not possible. And then we saw a Katarina that looked fantastic, plus a Teemo. So
there was one of the main cosplay chicks was given the talks and stuff. She was dressed as Caitlyn.
yeah,
So that was a really good one as well.
yeah. And then there was
a group of 3 people who were dressed as Arcane characters as well.
yeah, they were Jace, Caitlyn, and Vi. They were there, and there were a few variants of Vi. There was one of the like Street Fighter Vi skins that looks fantastic. And then one of my favorite ones was there was a female Loki that it looked fantastic.
Oh, nailed it.
From the way
it's fantastic. The hair,
she styled her hair it just looked like Loki. So yeah,
so good. And one of my favorite moments of the cosplay thing was we interviewed these 3 sisters that were dressed as Huntrix from K-pop Demon Hunters. And just before we interviewed them, I was sitting there waiting, and a little girl walked up dressed as Rumi from K-pop and like wanted to get a photo, and I watched like 30 people around this group of girls just all go, oh.
But yeah. So aside from the cosplay, which there was a lot of, again, it was pleasing to see Nerdvana, so to speak, especially in Australia for Australian cons anyway, with everyone there from different age groups, different brackets, different walks of life. Everyone there, everyone having a great time. Like, I don't think I saw any even small amounts of animosity with people getting like short with someone or things like that. Like, it was just everyone there, everyone having a great time, and it was just pleasing to be surrounded by so many people in love with a variety of nerd out things.
It was really cool that everyone, like, people wanted to give their time to us as well to let us interview them and all that kind of stuff, which was really nice. And then not even on camera and stuff like that. So when we went to all the stalls and had conversations with the people, even if we weren't buying anything, it was really cool. Like, well, the highlight of, if you haven't watched the video, if you watch the video, you'll learn the highlight of the day of just talking to people was Zac going up to every Pokemon store,
getting the best,
saying, "Hey,
worst
do you
answer.
guys have the SIR Pikachu from Surging Sparks?" And instantly, like without thought,
No.
99% of them went, "No."
No. And
Just
the
simple
the
no.
1% that didn't instantly go no went, no.
And then like we had the chick from TCG Grading. She was really good. We had a really good conversation with her. It was very fun.
One of the first conversations we had was with a guy called Stu Art from Queensland in Northern Australia.
Yes, he was awesome.
We had
really
a
nice guy.
Great old chat. And I ended up buying 3 prints from him for my wife. She's going to put them up in her classroom. But
if you get a chance, go online, find his stuff to purchase, and buy some prints, man. They are phenomenal. He is such a talented artist. Really, really cool dude. Had great conversations with him. I showed him a piece of my shitty art, and he was like, "Oh, this is really good. It's really nice." And like really genuine to me. I was like, "That's really nice. It's shit, but it's really nice."
AJ's head just grew 3 sizes for the next hour. But yeah, like to the point where he just wanted to keep chatting to us, and like the line was growing exponentially behind us of people wanting to get his signature, and we're like, Okay, yeah. Well, we tried to wrap it up a few times. He just kept going and going and
we'll
asking more
we were
questions.
going to head back and do we wanted to head back and give an interview to him and have an interview with him. Every time we walked past, there was at least 3 or 4 people deep behind, waiting to talk to him, waiting to get his signature on his pictures and stuff. So yeah, he was really, really cool, really nice guy. And then we were walking around and we went to this comic shop down the back. Secret Stash or something? No, it's not. I can't remember what the name of it was.
I can see the logo. I just can't picture the name.
Yeah. But we went down to him and he's like super friendly. He came in, started having a conversation to us, this blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, oh, you know what? There's another comic shop up there. It's like right at the other end of the dome. When you get there, I just want you to go like this and give your finger to him. And say, tell him I sent you. He'll know exactly what I mean.
So basically for the rest of the day, we were just secret messages going backwards and forth between these two guys as they were giving us messages as we were doing laps of the building. But yeah, as I said, it was great. Like the different vendors we got to see. So lots of prints, lots of comic books. Chatted to a few guys about their books and things they had going on. I had a great chat with the owner from NJ Collectibles at Tuggerah on the Central Coast. I think we were about to walk out the door and all of a sudden we were there for about another half hour chatting to him about the process of grading cards, different TCGs, the One Piece TCG, which we'll touch base on a little bit later. But yeah, like it was just a great time. And yeah, again, can't say thank you enough to everyone that gave us their time of day to have a chat to us on or off camera. And we greatly appreciate it.
We had the chat with the Star Wars dude. He was really
that came
cool
out of nowhere.
Came over and he gave us his cards and had a really good conversation. He's really, really nice. That cosplay was really
I have a
well
feeling
built.
he's a Franticular because he sort of came over and said, something like alluded to he was great to see us and was like,
if you are, thank you very much. His costume was fucking wicked.
Yeah,
man.
works a lot in leather, which is great. Use a lot of his belts and things on his Jedi costume there.
And he did the electronics in his lightsaber as well. Which is a pretty cool.
And actually, probably the highlight of the vendors we saw, we were walking past and 2 kids grabbed our attention. And these 2 are the best business savvy human beings going around. They had AJ eating out of the palm of their hands. He bought a bunch of their card game, which is stories that you can also then play as a TCG. So
I completely forgot about that. I've got to open that packet.
Yeah, so it was great. Like they just were grabbing people off the street, and it was like they were 1970s salesmen.
Cash. Was it card
is good, but cash is king.
I've never heard an 8-year-old say that before.
But yeah, they just dominated their booth. Anyone that came near and listened to them, they were absolutely blown away by their business acumen. So it was great to see.
Was it D's Comics?
It was D's Comics.
D's Comics, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one that was really good. But yeah, they had lots of other stores as well. So like King's Comics had a store there. Good Games had a store.
Yeah, all the main vendors sell Good Games and things like that were there.
Lots of little Pokemon vendors, all that kind of stuff. Now, one of my big things about the Comic Con, and this is it's very similar gripe to the Collecticon and all that kind of stuff. And it's my big issue with it is there's too many new stalls, businesses that are at the things. I want to see more independent, small kind of things that are selling like old card games and old board games and old comic books and all that kind of stuff.
Vintage isn't the right word, but like you want the vintage section where it's not just the new shiny things.
That's what the D's Comics and that they're selling old comics and stuff, and that's what I want. I want to find that and like find that needle in a haystack awesome game that's cheap kind of thing that just wanted to throw out kind of stuff, and because that's what it used to be like.
There was a stall that had all like the vintage video games and things like that, but
they charge through the arse.
But the problem with those is the price of them is too
ridiculous.
expensive, and you can easily download them in other ways to play them through ROMs and things. So that was the only reason why like that stall didn't grab more of my attention, because there's other ways around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like seeing some vintage board games or vintage card games, things like that would have been cool.
It's just that's what it used to be way back when the first few times I went, where you walk around and I bought so much stuff, and it was all like old cards and old TCGs that used to be $20 a packet. They're like, oh yeah, $3 for that one, thanks mate. Yeah, this and that.
There was a couple, but they weren't huge. But even the ones that had like Pokemon cards and things, they were mainly selling new sealed product.
Yep.
They didn't bring a huge range of singles to sell. And I understand, because obviously it's huge busy day, and that sort of process will slow down people getting to your stall because the few options I did have, I was there and I'd spend 5-10 minutes going through binders looking for those 2 or 3 cards I'd need. So I understand why at an event that size there probably wasn't as many huge card vendors like there was at Collecticon sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like overall it was great. I do think one day is enough.
Oh, 100%.
The only reason why I would be if I went the second day, unfortunately I couldn't make it. But if I went the second day, I wouldn't have been upset. I would have still enjoyed myself and had hope to have more opportunities to interview and chat to more people. But the only reason why I think you'd really need to go back the second day is if there was someone speaking or something like that was on both
if you're
days.
a cosplayer, you wanted to walk around and cosplay with your friends and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I understand it. If you're a general punter, one day's enough. Even for us who was walking around doing interviews and stuff like that, one day is enough. Like we didn't really need to go 2 days. Speaking of like the speakers and stuff, we got to see DJ Quell and Ty. And then we also got to watch the Katie Cassidy interview as well. And funnily enough, like I was expecting more people to be lining up and getting signatures and stuff from them, but every time we walk past, it was
I think
very
it
empty.
depends. Katie Cassidy will always seem to have a bit of a line.
Yeah.
But I think too, like, we're Australia. Like, we don't have a huge cult following of things.
Yeah,
like,
true.
We do have cult followings of things, but obviously it's going to be a small percent compared to what it is in America. And no knock on the guys that came over, but they're not exactly the main event A-listers of the shows they were in.
Yeah.
Like if it was Stephen and Mel from Green Arrow, it might have been a different story, or something like that, or Flash from his show. And like Ty and DJ, they've been in a bunch of things, but they've never been the star really in something to really draw a huge crowd from us. So they said like Katie definitely had people. I can't remember her name, but she was the voice of like Bulbasaur and things. She had a few people there, but I think a lot of people got there early, got their things, and then that was
true.
it. So I think they, like everything, they probably
Well,
would
it kind of says something about the fact of how much Australians don't give a fuck. That when DJ and Ty finished speaking, we were walking just past where the stage was, and they walked from the stage to where the signing booths were, just through the crowd. And me and you both nearly fucking ran into them.
To be fair, though, we were also heading straight for the food trucks, and we were eyeballing what had the shortest line to get food. So we were
ran
preoccupied.
into them, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But no one like gave a fuck that these two celebrities were just walking straight past.
But also, I think it is probably the place where they can be a bit more incognito because everyone's dressed up and things like that. So
I love at the US Comic Con, Bryan Cranston cosplayed as himself from Breaking Bad and walked around in just the Bryan Cranston mask. That's awesome.
But yeah, so like I would get like if we had the opportunity and the time available to go back to it next year, I'd 100% go back for a day. I think it was great fun to
I
go
kind
and
of
see.
want to go. I want to go back and do it again, do like interviews and stuff like that. I reckon we need to cosplay next time.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, you can also definitely tell the first few interviews we were very nervous about like approaching someone like, hey, would you like to be on our little podcast? As the day went on, we got a bit more brave and bold and just sort of went, hey, come over here and have a chat. So, but yeah, I think we need to do some sort of themed outfit.
I've already got my cosplay idea.
Well, we have to. It has to be a unit. A trio Brock, you're coming next time. We'll put it in the diary.
I've got my cosplay idea. So you guys can work around me.
What do you...
No, I'm not saying it yet. No, people have to wait till next year to Comic-Con and come see us. Come get interviews from us.
He's going as Macho Man Randy Savage. You heard it here first.
Oh yeah, well I'm going as the Jolly Rancher guy. Oh yeah,
Can I go with Sweet Tooth?
light your hair on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'll do that for the whole day. But yeah, it was great. But as I said, if you haven't already, go check out the vlog. It's 9 to 10 minutes, and it's full of nerdy joy and splendor, and you get to hear from people like you. So go check it out.
All right, on to something different. I want to talk about a TV show that I discovered 3 days ago, and I've watched the first 6 episodes of it. It is called The Rainmaker. I found it on Facebook. There was like one of those little clips on
that's who it
Facebook.
is.
And it is the dude from Mad Men. It's the mother / evil wicked witch from Once Upon a Time. And then the others I've never seen in anything before.
I've seen him, as the people listening on Spotify can see me point to. He's always been like another side character. So
Okay,
I've seen him in a few things, but I couldn't tell you his name.
Okay, so this is based on a novel by John Grisham. It was made into a film in... where are we? It was made into a film in 19... Where are we? There he is. 1997, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring Matt Damon, Danny DeVito, Claire Danes, John Voight, and Danny Glover.
Quite a cast.
It is quite a cast. So this new one is a TV series, obviously, has 10 episodes.
What's it on?
USA Network in America. I don't think it's out in Australia yet. Or on anything in Australia yet. This show has a fucking lot going on, man.
Excellent.
I mean, like, a lot going on. Okay, so the show starts basically with our main dude in the middle and the girl in the back, boyfriend and girlfriend, the law students about to pass the bar in 6 weeks. They're at a free court clinic thing giving advice. Woman comes up and says, I want to sue this hospital. My son died. And they're like, blah, blah, blah. And then they find out that the company that's going against this woman is the company that's employed them to start working on them the next day. Okay, so she goes away, and we forget about that for a little bit. They go to the company. He gets punched by his stepdad, who's an abusive arsehole and abusively bashes his mum. Ends up going late to the office. Gets into a fight with the grey-haired dude here, like just being a smart ass to him, like because he knows everything kind of thing. Gets fired. Then he gets a job with this chick's name, whose name's Bruiser, in her law firm that's run out of an old Taco Bell.
Excellent.
And essentially, he then goes and gets the old love whose kid died's case. All right, so that's the crux of the series. This case takes over the whole thing. This small Taco Bell law firm versus this big law firm.
Yes, small fish against big fish on a case. Yep.
While all of this is happening, okay, you discover that 2 nurses got fired from the hospital where the guy that died went to. One of the nurses is a serial killer. He's been killing people. Did he kill the guy? We don't know. He's trying to track down the other nurse who's gone missing because she reported someone. Okay, while all this is going on, we're over here at the main dude's apartment. He can see through into the next apartment. The woman there, she's getting beat up by her husband. So he's starting to threaten him. All right, stay with me. Stay with me. While all this is going on, old love's still at the other law firm. She's getting it on with another dude that works there. All right. So much happening. And then you've got 2 private investigators who are stalking everyone. One of them dies. The other one gets stabbed in the stomach. And this is all like episode 4. All of this is happening.
You're telling me this is Game of Thrones but with lawyers?
Pretty much. There is so much fucking happening in this show. It's absolutely mental. But it's really enjoyable to watch.
All right.
It's got the bigger guy from the Harry Potter prequels. What's it called? The
main character.
Yeah, no, not Newt Scamander. Not Newt Scamander, the best friend.
Oh, yep.
That's what's his name? Dan Fogler. Yeah, Dan Fogler is the guy's name. He plays the kind of nurse who's the serial killer kind of guy. Yeah, it's really, really fucking good, man. I highly recommend it if you can find it.
So is this the movie that came out with Matt Damon?
Yep.
Is this just the TV version of that, or is this?
I wouldn't have a clue. I've never seen that movie,
Right.
but it's based on the same book.
Okay.
So I don't know how loosely this is based on John Grisham's book. That's his name in it. Yep, John Grisham. Yeah, I don't know how loosely it's based on it, but you know, TV series
It's
generally
on Stan.
It's on Stan.
So
there you go.
I will have to check this out with Lisa after I finish Twisted Metal, of course.
There you go, Stan the man. But yeah, it is fucking great.
It sounds fantastic.
It's really good. There's just so much happening. It's mental. I tried, like, even trying to explain it to you, all the different subplots that are happening. It's just
sounds ridiculous.
It's out there, man. It's out there. And it's one of those good ones where it's like, it's one story that continues on throughout the whole season. Very much like Lincoln Lawyer and all those kind of the newer shows that only go for 10 episodes a season kind of thing, where it's just a story that goes through.
Yeah, like Department Q as well.
Department Q, yeah. So yeah, highly recommend it. Really great show. Get out there, watch it, and you will not regret it.
Would you like to know what Lisa's currently rewatching again?
Well, yeah, sure.
Vampire Diaries.
Oh god, that was a painful show to get through.
Yeah, look, there are aspects of it from the bits and pieces I've sort of sat in on. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind this. But then
did she ever read the books?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to say no. Could have been yes. But then there are other parts where I'm like, this is just so cringe. And obviously, yes, it's like teenage, like teen scream drama sort of stuff. So I get the cringiness from that aspect. But like, how are you rewatching this at points? It's just not good.
I've watched the whole series just because I wanted to see how the show ended and all that kind of stuff because I started watching it. Even watched the originals, the spin-off. But the way the show ended, just...
We're not there yet. But the plot holes and things in this that I'm like, but why didn't they just do this? So yeah, but you can't do them. Like, but why? And she's like, because the characters didn't want to.
Because we need to have them in the spin-off for the originals.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's just no thanks.
No, so if you want to watch a show from that era, that style of show, so because you had Vampire Diaries, the originals, and then there was the spin-off of kind of both of those, which was what was it called? It was like all the kids start the house that they live in now, like the Vampire Brothers house in Vampire Diaries, that gets turned into a school.
Oh, fun!
And they run a school out of that, and it's like all the teenage vampires and monsters and stuff, and they go back to that. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, so it's like the Nevermore Academy sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No, the only sort of show I've sort of seen along those lines that was sort of interesting was True Blood. I think it was.
True Blood
in terms of vampires.
That's the same era. That books, the teen books kind of thing. I would recommend Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
Because I never watched it when it was sort of first coming out. I think
I probably heard it from you.
It took a while for me to watch it because, I mean, the movie and the TV show, you're like, oh, I don't really want to watch a movie, like a TV show based on that like movie kind of thing. Very different shows. It's very dark. Awesome mythology around all the characters and stuff like that. Each season's a big bad, and then there's monsters of the week throughout and stuff. Really nice relationships and all that kind of stuff throughout it all. Awesome characters, awesome actors. Tyler, whatever his name is, old mate that became Superman.
Yeah,
he's one of the main guys in it for a while there. If you like Vampire Diaries, she'll like Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I'll put on that. But the other sort of monster TV show, which actually I enjoy, but she just will smash it when I'm not home, so I always miss huge chunks, so I fall out of it, was iZombie.
iZombie was great. The ending, but it was a great show.
Yeah, I think it was a cool premise. Like, it's probably
very different to the comic. Very different to the comic.
Yeah, it's a premise where I feel like it's unique, but at the same time, like, been done several times over with just a different monster version.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was enjoyable and easy to watch and get into. So yeah.
No, I did enjoy iZombie. It was very enjoyable. It's like I said, it's not as good as the other ones, but it's pretty good. And the ending was a bit. I love the they make a joke in it because the guy who is the showrunner is Rob Thomas.
Yeah,
is his name. And for those of you in the know, Rob Thomas is also the lead singer of Matchbox 20. And there's always, it's like, everyone found that funny, and they actually make a joke in, I think it's season 2 finale. Rob Thomas is playing at a benefit when zombies break in and they kill Rob Thomas, and they're like, oh no, they've killed Rob Thomas. This kind of stuff.
So yeah, and then he should have come back as Rob Zombie, but yeah.
Because Rob Thomas, he's the guy who did, I'm pretty sure, did he do Veronica Mars? I think he might have done Veronica Mars. He's done a lot of those sort of teeny shows. But I'm sure it's Veronica Mars. But Old Love that, fun fact, Old Love that was in iZombie, the main actress, she was a Power Ranger.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. I'm not sure which Power Ranger. I just know she was a Power Ranger.
Veronica Mars.
And she's also in the American version of Ghosts.
Oh, yes.
Which is really good. I actually really like the American. I actually prefer the American version over the British version, which I know is sacrilege most of the time.
Oh, sorry. I had Ghost in my head, not Ghosts. You know, the pottery scene?
Oh.
That's the movie. I had that in my head when you were saying
it. She'd be like 2, man.
Yeah, I know.
Movie.
That's why I was like confused. No, Ghost. Yeah, that's a great show.
Yeah, that's really good.
Lisa refuses to watch anything but the British. Apparently, the Australian version is quite good.
Yeah. The American one is, in my opinion, the American one's the best.
Yeah, she is diehard to Ghost. She uses watching episodes of Taskmaster. She's keen for series if there's a character from Ghost in it. That's her baseline metric of watching Taskmaster.
Just watch Taskmaster. That's the general thing there for Taskmaster is just watch Taskmaster because it's a fucking amazing show, and everyone should watch every single episode ever, multiple times.
Yeah, see,
like
I will fight on the hill that the British one is the best, and I struggle to watch the other countries.
British one is the best. It's always going to be the best. The American one was absolutely fucking atrocious. They just did not understand the premise of it. And there was one chick who was just fucking constantly being mean and bitchy to Alex, and in a mean way. It wasn't a funny way or anything. And like she just didn't understand the comedy behind it.
See,
and stuff.
that was the last season that had Jason Mantzoukas on it in the British one. He was fantastic, but there were a few times I'm like, are you just taking this a little bit too far with the craziness here? Like but overall, like I think he was brilliant. Like 100%, I'd watch again just for him. But yeah,
the British one is the best by far. The Australian one I do enjoy. I don't know any of the people on it most of the time, but it is good. The New Zealand one is really funny.
Yeah, see, I think there's the Taskmaster Kids that's got Rose Matafeo on it. I think
that's the British one. Yeah,
the British Kids one. I think that'd be good because I think she's a good host. I think what makes or breaks the show sometimes is the host as well.
Yeah.
And I just don't find Tom Gleeson all that funny.
Yeah, neither do I.
I think that's part of the problem. Like you come out of it and like you're waiting for him to sort of mock or rip into the contest stuff, and it's just like that was just boring.
You need to watch the New Zealand one.
Yeah,
I have no idea who the people are on it, but fuck, they are funny. Like just some of the things, like some of the episodes, are just absolutely freaking hilarious. With just the thing where it's like this is a very simple task, but you're just so beyond not knowing what to do right now.
Yeah, you're either overthinking it or you're just missing the obvious. Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal.
Watch Taskmaster.
Yes, watch Taskmaster.
All right.
What do you want to talk about now?
Well, let's get into some TCG action.
Right.
We're not going to chat Pokemon for just this moment. Don't worry.
What?
It'll come, guys.
See what, motherfucker?
So, as you know, I'm a diehard One Piece fan. I'm, episode 1986 deep. Am going to cave and watch the manga as AJ struggles to find his spare Coke. But yeah, we purchased a deck, the starter decks of One Piece at Comic-Con, and we played our first few games. We recorded one, so if you're ready for some janky gameplay of two people fumbling their way through the rules,
it was fucking bad.
Wait and check it out, guys. It's going to be brilliant.
It was bad, man. I played it. When the game first got announced, they had someone, I'm not sure whether Bandai released it or someone put it up, a tabletop simulator version of a couple of starter decks. And me and Brock played that way back in the day. And I kind of was like, oh, yeah, that was all right. And then kind of just forgot about it because I had no real interest in buying into another TCG. And One Piece, I'm not that big a fan that I was going to go mental over the cards, right? So I kind of just forgot about it, and then it blew up. It went mental.
Well, I have a theory behind that. I just think the artwork of the cards is fantastic. Where Pokemon, you need the special cards really to get the special art. The basic cards on this have some sick artwork on it. Like
that's what Bandai does good, man.
Even the leader cards we got, the full art versions of those, like our character cards, were brilliant. Like, yeah, some of those cards in the starter deck was just beautiful to look at.
Yeah, that's what Bandai does because, I mean, they're a Japanese company. The cards are printed in Japan. They get mostly, probably a lot of the Japanese artists and manga artists and stuff to do the art for them. So, like, they're going to look pretty.
But yeah, in terms of the gameplay, I think the gameplay I'm coming into it with my aspect of playing the Gundam TCG, which the health system is vastly different. Well, not vastly different, but there are small tweaks to it which make it different.
It's a very Japanese TCG style of gameplay, right? So most Japanese TCGs use a life system for the cards, where your cards are your life.
Yeah.
So like it uses it. Gundam, WeCross uses it. Pokemon uses it as trophies. Then you've got Duel Masters uses it as shields. So like a lot, if not most, of the Japanese TCGs use that kind of system as life.
But so the difference between this one is, though, in Gundam you've got a base,
so you've got shields,
which has relatively low health. When in the shields, you just attack the shields. Where here, you've always got to beat the leader's health, which never drops. So that's where it's a little bit different there in terms of how you attacking is.
So this is a lot. This is a lot more Dragon Ball Super card game.
I haven't played it.
So Dragon Ball Super card game, you have the leader and you're attacking. It's exactly the same kind of thing. Even the playing cards from your hand add 1,000 points to the attack power and stuff. That's from Dragon Ball Super. So they borrowed a lot from all their other games, and same with Gundam. So Gundam's taken a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this and put it together and kind of things. So they're not very original TCGs.
But no, like overall, I think the gameplay is good. I think it's a bit more aggressive than Gundam. I think Gundam, you kind of wait and you bide your time until you can sort of just one-shot your opponent. Where this, I think you've just got to be on the front foot from the start and just keep it there. That's from the whole 2 games we've played. So.
It's from my point of view, like because Gundam, if you attack the base, essentially you are leaving your board free to get wiped.
Yeah.
And that's what will happen kind of thing. And it's all that play of, do I attack that base, which I can attack at any point kind of thing, or attack the shield, should I say, and leave my units open to be attacked. Whereas this is more, I can attack your leader every time with my leader kind of thing. So I can attack every time as long as I've got extra Don to add to it and to power it up and stuff like that. So essentially you can do that every turn. But where this one, like you can't attack the characters unless they're tapped. But it's also, do I really need to attack their characters kind of thing? And like it's a bit more like that, a bit weirder like that in my opinion.
But I think
I didn't explain that well at all.
Basically, Gundam, if there's a risk to attacking, because if you have nothing on the board that can attack, then you can't attack because everything they're being wiped off.
Yep.
In this though, that same thing can happen, but your leader can always attack. So you can always do something in your turn. So therefore, if you get ahead early and then get wiped, your leader can still be attacking your leader and win the game that way. So it's definitely, I think, if you get ahead early, I think that's a good thing. Calling them the Don cards, I think confuses the fuck out of me sometimes. If they were just called energy, mana, resource.
Just you wait, mate. Every fucking game has
devil fruit,
so many different fucking names for things.
But just calling it the Don just throws me like Don cards. I'm like,
well, just the fact that most 99% of games don't use the word tap because they legally weren't allowed to use the word tap.
But I don't mind. They use resting in this. I don't mind the term rest.
Resting, exhausted, sleeping, fucking dead, unconscious. I don't know.
But yeah, it's a game I definitely want to like and want to keep playing a few more. I probably won't get into as much as Gundam because I think Gundam's gameplay is just a little bit smoother from what I've seen so far.
It's one of my favorite TCGs, man. It is just such a good game. I just hope it doesn't get power creeped.
The only TCG I'm looking forward to more than want to be successful more than One Piece is League of Legends.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be.
I need to get the pre-orders in soon.
I struggle seeing it being a popular enough IP to.
I think Arcane will help with that, which is why obviously Jinx is one of the starter decks. But yeah, I feel like they should have maybe maxed it. So Jinx, Victor is another one of the starter decks. Lee Sin is another one, which if you're play the game or know anything about the game, you'll know of Lee Sin. But if you watched Arcane, you won't know anything about it. So he's sort of a character that will struggle to get people in, I think, to the game. But obviously Jinx will bring everyone in.
I mean, with this game as well, it is not targeted at our market at all. This game will be targeted at the Chinese, Japanese market. That's where all the teams from the fucking League of Legends come from, essentially. Korea, yeah. So it'll be targeted at those markets. Yeah. Hardcore. It'll go gangbusters over there. Gangbusters.
Well, I'll have all 4 starter decks, so don't worry.
Over here, it's not going to go as well, I don't think. I
haven't looked into it too much to see the variety of artwork. As I said, One Piece, I'm happy to buy a few packs here and there just for the art cards, because if I pull one of those art cards, it'll be sick. I'm hoping at the very least League of Legends will have that going for it as well. That'll have some just beautiful artwork behind it.
I mean, you got to, in the card games these days, you've got to, or if you're trying to attack the big 3, you got to have nice art. Yeah. I mean, it's funnily enough, you look at fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And they are some of the ugliest cards I have ever seen.
Yes.
And the game is one of the worst games I have ever played. I do not understand how it is so successful.
You need a literature degree and a maths degree.
It's just fucking mental, man. I just do not understand how that game is so successful. Pokemon, I understand. Right? I understand. The game isn't horrible. And for some reason, the collectability has gone mental. That part I don't understand. Why it's gone so fucking gangbusters is just ridiculous.
Starting to drop.
Magic the Gathering, I understand, because it is a sensational game.
Yeah.
It's a sensational game. I just can't stand the people that play it.
We were walking around Comic-Con and we turned a corner and we both looked at each other and went, there's magic around there. Wish you could smell it.
No offense to Magic players. I forgot about to say at Comic-Con. Fucking, we walked past and there's an area that said classic games. And they had a big TV set up.
AJ
with
had
two
a minor
guitars,
meltdown.
and they were playing Guitar Hero. It was a classic game. What? Oh my God. It destroyed my soul a little bit to say that Guitar Hero was a classic frigging game. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
I did offer him to stop and play it so I could film it, but he didn't want to. But so speaking of TCGs, just before we move off, so tomorrow at time of recording, so today when this comes out, the new Mega Evolution set comes out. Not Phantasmal Flames,
Not
but
Phantasmal
Mega
Flames.
Evolutions. Close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's coming out tomorrow. So yeah, Phil, Brock, and I are going to be doing that Master Set Challenge. We're just working out the finer rules and finer details of it. So yeah, stay tuned for some hopefully close run gameplay of us winning a Master Set race.
So what are you actually getting tomorrow?
So I unfortunately won't be able to pick it up until Saturday, so I have to wait a day.
No.
So I have an ETB on order from Archaven, so thanks to Archaven. And then through EB, I've just bought a bunch of basically single boosters and tins and things like that from there. Phantasmal Flames, when it comes out, I've gone balls deep on that. I've got an ETB pre-ordered. I've got the Ultra Premium Collection pre-ordered. I've got booster bundles pre-ordered. I've got fucking everything. And Brock and I have gone halves in the Mega Evolutions Enhanced Booster Bundle.
There you go.
That's it.
That's the one.
In a booster box, so we've gone halves in an Enhanced Booster Box because it comes with the Bulbasaur promo topper that I need for my Bulbasaur collection, which I've just realised I actually need two of because I need one for the Bulbasaur set and one for the Mega Evolution set. So that's going to be a fucking prick. So I have to go buy either trade for one or buy another one. So
I would trade for one.
I probably will, but
What was the booster box?
This was so Tactica Games, which used to be Good Games at Maitland, had it for like 260. So I was like, I sent my sister, I was like,
because that's 28 packs?
36.
36 packs.
That's
pretty fucking good.
Unless this is a smaller one, but as far as I know, it's 36. But to the point where like I didn't believe the pricing. I was like, has he put this up on the Facebook page as a mistake? Is that meant to be 360 rather than 260? So I sent my sister in to do a bit of investigation, put the pre-order in because you had to put cash down when you pre-ordered. And I was like, well, at that price, they're going to go like fucking that. So she went and was like, yep, no, it's 260. I was like, done, put it down. Thank you. I'll take one. Brock's like, yeah, we'll go halves. He got an ETB through there as well. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Old Phil has got a little bit of a head start because he went to a pre-release event last week and got a few cards as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I think he pulled a Mega Kangaskhan, I think was an EX card. So he pulled a hit, not a huge hit, but he's got a little bit of a head start on us.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, there you go. I look forward to. So, are you going to do the mini challenge thing?
I am. So I'm going to sit down Saturday, hopefully, when I get them all and start to go through things. So I think, yeah.
No. Like how we were talking about the other day.
No. Yeah. So I go through the. I'll look at the set list and go, right.
Okay,
so first gold card, I think, is an achievement. First 15 maybe illustration rares, they win like a 2 boosters free from the other 2, whatever it is. So things like that, I think we'll work into it. But yeah, I've just got to sit down and type it all up. We're going to make a spreadsheet so that way we can track and compare each other's scores as we go along and things like that.
Nice. We'll have to make sure it's being updated on the what are we called? Podcasts and on the Facebooks and stuff.
Don't worry, we'll be on the Instagrams as well. So
on the Instagram, so make sure you follow the Instagram.
If you haven't already, go check out Viking Collects, Viking_collects on Instagram. Phil does a lot of great Pokemon content there. He's trying to master set a bunch of different ones, and he's doing the Gigabinder challenge that you guys are, but he's doing it generation by generation. So I can't think
okay, yep.
I think he's currently on Hoenn, which is the 3rd region.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's probably an easier way to do it. I'm just like waiting for you to give me cards.
Yeah, no, I need to clear out my bulk soon, so it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. I think I need to do it as well. So I'll be getting a jumbo.
We'll have to
binder
do we'll have to do a binder order because I got to get a couple more. I'll get one for my Gundams to collect my Gundam in, and probably one to collect One Piece in.
See, I need to look at the One Piece sets to know is it worth trying to even master set. Probably not. I probably won't because I have a finite amount of dollars, and I think Pokemon's sucking most of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see because like Gundam didn't.
One Piece will be a lot cheaper to get.
Yes. Some of those cards are fucking expensive. Though.
Yeah.
But Gundam seemed somewhat realistic to.
Well, I mean,
one
booster box, and I was 2 cards off the set.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So I have a feeling that if I was to do, if One Piece is something similar to that, then I would. If it's going to be anywhere near the levels of Pokemon, then no.
Yeah. So I am still missing a card. I will be getting that soon. I'm just going to go on Facebook and buy it.
I reckon you wait for PAX. That's your PAX goal.
Oh yeah. Someone might have it at PAX. Maybe the Bandai booth there. I might have just asked them to give me to it.
Maybe because that's what I'm waiting for. So Phil again was like he'll start asking people in WA for me for the Pikachu Charizard swap.
Yep.
But I was like, no, cheers, just hold off on it because I want to see if I can do it because I'd like to get the trade on camera for a bit of content purposes. So
okay, yes,
right,
yes.
Content is king.
Content is king. Okay, I want to talk about another movie that I randomly came across on.
Let's go.
Prime, I think Prime or Disney. Oh, Disney, I think this was. Yeah, it's called Swiped. Is
this about Tinder?
It is about Tinder. So it is about the creation of Tinder and the creation of Bumble.
Well, that's like what 90% of people use now, so it's probably interesting.
So it's a very interesting film because it's a biopic essentially about one of the founders of Tinder, which was this chick here. But all of the stuff that went on behind the scenes, and it's kind of like people don't actually know whether she was a founder or not. Because kind of what happened was she got employed by this company and they were doing lots of different apps, and she worked hard on the Tinder one, and essentially it came to a thing with two guys who owned the company, another guy who worked on the Tinder project, and her, and the guy and the 2 owners or the founders, and then they announced her to be a founder. But anytime that Tinder won an award and stuff, she wasn't allowed to go up on stage. And anytime they did news articles and stuff, she was never mentioned and stuff like that. And apparently in this movie, like it shows that she was dating one of the owners of the company, and he turned out to be an absolute arsehole and essentially was sent like horrible texts and stuff while she's at work and all this kind of stuff, and like was just an absolute C-bomb of a human being. Essentially she ended up leaving, and had a mental breakdown, and then eventually started Bumble. And it was meant to be because all the women, because how the way she was treated and all this kind of stuff. And it's a super, super interesting movie to watch. I was really surprised. And at the end of it, it's got a big thing that says, I can't remember what the name is, blah, 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 had no part in the making of this film. She's still under an NDA, et cetera, so you don't actually know if this is what happened or not.
So there are some potentially artistic liberties taken.
Yeah, it does say that at the start, but it must be all other people reports kind of thing, like this person, and it's like they've made the story around that. But it was a really enjoyable movie, really well shot, really well told, and it's just interesting to see the birth of essentially this generation's version of dating.
Yes, well, it was successful because it's how I met my wife. So, shout out Tinder. But there's been a few of these, like even Air with the Michael Jordan one, and
great film.
I can't remember what it is, but the one, the Facebook one,
Social Network.
Yeah, so like a lot of these sort of real life things turning into biopics have actually been quite enjoyable to go and watch.
Yeah,
I think so.
Air was fantastic because I never knew about the whole thing with his shoes, where they paid for his fines.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Oh, that shoe deal like made him like that was probably, if you look at historical for sporting deals in terms of like the smartness of it, it's probably the most well thought out deal ever created. And like he was pretty savvy from the start of that no, I'll do this, no, I'll do this.
It was never him. It was his mum.
Oh yeah, but in
His mum was a savvy person.
But in terms of like being able to like as an athlete at the time, like negotiate to put himself in that standpoint, it was definitely something that led to the success of a lot of athletes today.
Yeah, but Swiped, man, watch it. It was a great film. It was really enjoyable to watch. I recommend it. I'm pretty sure it was Disney Plus, and it's just really nice to watch a film like that. Like, it's not a nice film in the way that she's treated and all that kind of stuff.
No, but it's a nice film.
It's a nice, enjoyable film to watch.
So speaking of films,
okay.
Obviously last week I said I went and saw the Demon Slayer anime movie.
Yes.
And since then, and obviously with One Piece at the moment being anime but has the live action remake, there are a bunch of animes either getting it or reported to be getting live action adaptations. So some of them that we have, there's the few that have happened, but Gundam apparently is rumoured to be getting a live action one.
With Sydney Sweeney in, apparently.
Well, what could go wrong? As long as she doesn't play Flay, it'll be fine. Bleach is apparently getting one. So Bleach had the movie previously, but apparently
that was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Not a lot of people other did.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
So
Netflix one.
There's talk of it getting a live action series adaptation. Naruto is
I could see that. Yeah.
Naruto is apparently in talks to get some movies. So I wonder if they're going to do something like what Demon Slayer still doing there. They'll be moved rather than seasons. They'll just be movies following each arc or something, perhaps. But yeah, like there is a bunch, and I bring that because Sakamoto Days is quite a new anime that's come out, and it's apparently already in line for a live action, as long as Solo Leveling and things like that. So the anime world is clearly taking pop culture and the Western sort of entertainment business by storm and creating the need for all these live actions.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of live actions out there. It's just they're not Western live actions.
That's why I think the Western part.
So you've got the Death Note films.
Yeah,
Death Note 2, and L, The Last Word.
Yeah.
Sensational films. There's a series that came out as well that continues on, which isn't based on the anime or the manga. You've got the Kakaguri. Live action, the movies, and then there's a Kakaguri series, and then there's the American Bet adaptation of it, which we've talked about before. It was fantastic. You've got Rurouni Kenshin, which is a fantastic anime about a samurai who fights with a backward sword. You've got the movies. I believe there's 5 of those movies, and they are fucking sensational. They're on Netflix. They are so good. Like really, 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 really good. What else? You got the Full Metal Alchemist on Netflix.
Yep.
They're not horrible. They're not great, but they're not horrible. What are some of the other ones that I've seen?
So Yu Hakusho apparently is getting one as well.
Tokyo Ghoul. There's a Tokyo Ghoul live action.
Ghoul. But yeah, it's just interesting to see. I said like someone that's been into anime, and you sort of mention it. Like people ask for TV recommendations, go, "Oh, watch this like 12-episode anime," and they're like, "No, just purely because it's anime." So it's interesting to see that in Western culture that it's definitely becoming more popular. That Hollywood is taking on more and more of the live action remakes.
I mean, we can't forget about the horrible ones. There was Ghost in a Shell.
Yes,
that was horrible. There was
Dragon Ball Z.
It was Dragon Ball.
Oh, sorry,
it wasn't Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But Dragon Balls. Oh, yeah, that was bad. But other good ones that were like a lot. They weren't successful, and people didn't rate them. And I don't know, like Cowboy Bebop was it was sensational. It was beat for beat the fucking anime. It was better than the anime in my opinion.
But this is where I think you come into it like with video games to movies or things like that. Like people, the anime is their original version of it. That's their ideal version. When it gets translated to something else and it's a little bit different, because obviously there are some things that can be replicated quite well in live action and some things that are just not going to work, especially now where technology wasn't like it is today. That they're like, no, that's shit. Purely because it doesn't quite line up exactly right.
There's one anime you think that's not going to work in live action, and that's One Piece, and it fucking worked in live action.
But that's working today because technology's caught up to bits and pieces.
Blood was really good. I enjoyed that.
I don't think I've ever heard of Blood.
So Blood is a vampire one. It's a fantastic anime. There's multiple different ones of it. There was a semi-decent, like sort of low-budget American Japanese like cross production. I think it was. It was pretty enjoyable. What else have we got? Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, that was
everyone
pretty
forgets that was an anime.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic, really, really, really good movie.
I watched the plain edited version of that.
Oh, apparently there's a Zom 100 live action.
There is a few. So, a new one that's coming apparently is Mashley, the Magic and Muscles I was talking about before.
Yeah.
The rumor is the actor that plays Zorro in the One Piece live action is going to play the main character in that, which don't know how much truth and validity is there, but that wouldn't be a bad casting in terms of the sort of personality of the two characters are quite similar in terms of they're both quite strong and brawny. And I said Sakamoto Days, I think it's going to be a cool one. I'd like to see how... Have you seen Sakamoto Days yet on Netflix? So basically, old mate is a retired assassin.
Oh, is that the one where he's fat?
Yeah, puts on weight.
Yeah,
and
no, I have seen that.
Yeah, and then
it's
when
voiced,
he starts
it's voiced by old mate from the D&D thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when he goes into battle, whatever needs to lose weight, he magically slims down. Love to see how that works on live action. But that's coming out. Apparently, there's some people already in line to play him. But one I'd love to see come into it would be Dan to Dan. I'd love to see that as a live action.
That'd be fucking mental.
It would be, but it'd be fucking brilliant to see. And that was my other question for you. What did you have an anime that you would like to see turn into live action?
I would love to see Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I know you would.
Like, I know it would piss so many people off, but it would be so fucking cool to see that in live action. Like, I don't know how they do it, but I'd love to see that in live action.
So I'd like to see Castlevania, because I think that is definitely one that is doable. Obviously, it's vampires and things like that.
I love that cartoon, man. The first incarnation of it was really good. The second one wasn't as great.
Nocturne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was that fight against death at the end. Oh, that was so good. What else would I like to see live action? Robotech. I've always wanted to see Robotech live. It's been up in the air multiple times.
Well, that's it. When I first heard something like Gundam, I was like, that's not going to work. But then I'm like, Transformers. Like, it can be done.
Oh, watch the really bad movie by the Wachowskis. It wasn't horrible. It was the one with Channing Tatum and Old Love from that 70s show.
Oh, Battle Jupiter or something.
Yeah,
Rising,
Jupiter Ascending. There's a scene where they're in like a mech thing flying through, and as soon as I saw that, I'm like, that's fucking Gundam. Right there. Whoever did that, hire them, make the Gundam movie.
Not the rest of this movie.
Just that part.
Yeah.
Make the Gundam movie. But I'd love for Gundam to be made live action. I just don't want the original Gundam to be made live action,
Gundam
which
Seed
they
or
will.
00 or something.
They will make the original Gundam live action. I probably would love Iron Blooded Orphans to be the live action. I think that is the best that could be adapted to live action, just because it's the most grounded while still being sci-fi crazy.
So it's obviously not being as versed as you in Gundam, but watching Gundam Seed, what I've seen so far in that, that could easily be a show. Like,
fuck yeah.
So far, I'm like just over halfway through. You're set on spaceships, that's doable. There's a few space flights, that's doable, and it's set on Earth in different areas, that's doable.
I think Gundam Seed would be too expensive to make into a live action.
It would be without it looking very green screen.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of special effects shots in that one. Whereas Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans takes place on Mars.
If you were to turn it into a movie, I think you could do it because you would sort of rush through the space part then.
Iron Blooded Orphans, a lot of it's on Mars. So like in just desert, essentially. And then the space stuff, you're either on the ship or floating outside. And there's not a super amount of that stuff, or you're on Earth. Yeah. Kind of thing. So, and it's one of the more bloodthirsty ones as well.
Excellent.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I said I think it's just a good thing, and that links back to, I said, at Comic-Con, seeing a much wider variety of people. Like the amount of people that turned up to at Comic-Con, we went outside for a moment after being inside and had a quick look around. I'm like, oh, what's happening over here? No, that was just everyone milling towards the end of the line that was like a kilometre long.
Right, I forgot about that.
But yeah, so it's just great to see that they said nerd culture is populating pop culture and spreading and becoming much more widely accepted and appreciated by the common man.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, there is a movie that's coming out that I saw on Netflix. It might be out. I know it is out. It's called The Grim and the Dark. It's a documentary.
Oh, I think
And it stars John Heder of Napoleon Dynamite fame. And it's a documentary based on wargaming.
Can't wait.
And it's a film by Daniel Lohman. And yeah, as I said, stars John Heder. And it's Daniel Lohman, I believe he has a game. And the movie ends in him teaching John how to play his game. But yeah, it's just like going through all like Warhammer and all that kind of stuff. And it's apparently $12 on the trademarkerfilms.com. You can get it and watch it anytime.
I'll watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, so, John Heder is pretty cool. Nerd movies, Warhammer, and it's probably going to be it'll probably be a semi-good documentary, I imagine.
I'm going to get into it.
And yeah, so how about now? Let's get into some news and or rumors, shall we? I will start with this one I found fascinating, which I thought was going to be the case, and that is Brad Winderbaum, head of Marvel Television, has explained that why Marvel Zombies is a TV show and not a movie, because originally it was announced as a movie, and he said it's because Spider-Man is in it. Because of their contract with Sony, for Spider-Man, we have certain rights over the character. That meant we had to take our big epic story and split it into 4 chapters. But why would that be Sony's fault? Because of the rights issue on television, Sony doesn't allow them to use Spider-Man in projects that last more than 30 minutes.
So each episode is less than 30 minutes.
So the Spider-Man films are Sony cross productions, whereas this is, because Marvel, it's on 30 minutes, it's only Marvel. Yeah, so that's why it had to be a TV show. Otherwise, they would have to make new contracts and stuff, as they would for Spider-Man and the Avengers and stuff.
Oh, man, fuck money. So one of the questions at Comic-Con that we asked everyone were some quick-fire questions, and one of them was Pokemon or Digimon. I think one person sided with AJ and went Digimon. To be fair, if I was to go back and watch the anime now, I'd probably go back and watch Digimon.
The funniest one was when we asked the Huntrix girls. And there's like the youngest one. She's like, Pokemon. I'm like, do you even know what Digimon? She's like, I don't know what that is.
What's that? But yeah, so speaking of Digimon, apparently they have a new anime being announced. It's Digimon Beat Break, and it will come out in October 2025.
Digimon, about 2 years ago, I think it was, they released a new season, which was a continuation of the original season. It's in 6 movies. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that they end with them being like adults and stuff, and the Digi devices like break and dissolve.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Digimon. Like, it is a continuation. Even all of them that have different characters and stuff, it's one big, long storyline kind of thing. It's fantastic.
That'd be something that could work in...
And people age. I'm like, Ash.
Yeah. But that could be something that works in live action as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Digimon is it's out there. It's batshit crazy, but, it's worth it. Battle Royale. If you haven't watched Battle Royale, or you don't know what Battle Royale is, get online.
Hold on.
And
I'll just sit back and let you get this.
Battle Royale. Go. Battle Royale essentially is a Japanese film from back in the day where teenagers don't respect their elders anymore. So every year the Japanese government kidnaps a class of kids, puts them on an island, puts a collar on their neck, gives them a bag with random weapons in it, and says you have 3 days to kill each other. Last one surviving wins and gets to go home.
If this sounds familiar to people, why would they know the concept?
Because it's pretty much stolen by Hunger Games and everything else. And essentially, if they try and remove the collar explodes. And then throughout the days, what they do, the island gets sectioned off and shrinks to force them together. And if they're in a zone that gets sectioned off, they have like 10 seconds to get out of that zone or some shit, and all their collar explodes. The film is where Quentin Tarantino got his idea for the bloodthirstiness in Kill Bill. He also has the one that plays Go-Go in Kill Bill, the Japanese girl that swings the ball around. She is in Battle Royale. So anyway, why am I talking about Battle Royale? It's because it is its 25th anniversary in October.
21st or 25th?
25th. And it is getting re-released into cinemas on October 12th, 13th, and 15th. Now, I imagine this would be in Japan only, which is a shame. But if you go somewhere, find Battle Royale, and watch the fucking masterpiece that it is. The second one, not so much a masterpiece.
I think I have to watch the first one.
The second one, essentially... if this sounds familiar as well, you'll probably know why. Past contestants of the Battle Royale game come back, form a terrorist organization to bring down the game. Does that sound familiar to anyone?
That would be Hunger Games 2.
Oh, and 3 actually, but still.
No, well, technically 2 is the formation and 3 is the terrorist.
3 is the terrorist, yeah. You're up. So, Battle Royale.
Speaking of just like that, I saw some sort of meme of some guy do it. Is like, oh, what's this movie that has this part and this part? He's like, it's Empire Strikes Back. It's Empire Strikes Back. He's like, no, it's Age of Sigmar, like Age of Ultron or something. Like, why are those movies exactly the same? So one Harry Potter one with 2 different takes. Harry Potter reboot is apparently considering a female Voldemort, says insiders. But at the same time, Nicholas Hoult is also apparently being linked to play Voldemort. So it's either going to be Nicholas Hoult or a female. I don't really mind either way.
Nicholas Holt's amazing. Yeah, I could see Nicholas Hoult playing him.
Nicholas Hoult I think would be fantastic, but I think Nicholas Hoult does fantastic in most things.
Get Old Love from the play Silver Surfer to play her.
Yeah,
she's fucking great.
If Voldemort is a female, I have no real concern about that either.
Ana de Armas officially joins Avengers Doomsday, cast in a secret role. That's pretty cool.
Pokemon is hyping a new evolution. So far we've got the original 3, Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon.
Oh, an Eevee evolution.
Evolution, yeah.
Okay.
So we've not evolution, the evolutions. We've since then got Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, Umbreon, and Espeon.
Yeah.
Not in that order. Don't yell at me. So there's talks about a new one. So a lot of people are debating whether it could be like a flying type or a fighting type or things like that. So it could be cool.
Make a steel one.
So I reckon like a poison, just a dripping fucking like toxic Eevee would be cool.
Yeah.
Like if a muck just mated with the Eevee.
Because you got your psychic, you got your fairy.
You've got dark, you've got ice, you've got grass, fire, water, lightning. So you need flying, fighting, poison.
Flying's not a type.
Bug. No, it is.
So you got dragon.
Flying is a type now.
No, it's dragon, isn't it?
Flying is a type now.
Oh, fucking hell.
In the
really?
card game, it's not. If you're looking purely card game, no, there'd be dragon, but then there's no poison type either. But in terms of the game itself, you could have flying, poison, bug, or normal type, but that's Eevee, so you wouldn't really have another normal type. But yeah, there's a few other ones. But yeah, I think a fighting type or a poison type.
A rock cool. One.
Yeah, ground one. Yeah.
Rock one. That'd be fucking cool. Pretty cool. Apparently, there is going to be a Weapons prequel that is going to come out. So Weapons is a fantastic horror movie that you all need to see. It is really, really good. It's that one where it's the trailer. It's got the chick that played Silver Surfer in it. It's and Josh Brolin. It's the trailer's like at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. All the kids in Mrs. Such and Such's room got up out of bed and walked out the front doors and were not seen again. Kind of think that trailer. It's a really good film. Really good film. I'm not going to tell you what the prequel's about because if you haven't seen the movie, it ruins the movie. But yeah.
We don't do spoilers on this show ever.
No, never.
So speaking of Doomsday, you said before, apparently it has been officially wrapped and will be releasing in theatres in December 18, 2026.
Cool. Are they filming Secret Wars at the same time?
I think they were doing it back to back because I think for something like that, I kind of think you need to have all those actors in the one place. It's hard enough doing it once, let alone twice.
Yeah, that's true. That's it for me.
So I know we mentioned it briefly, the whole Jimmy Kimmel controversy last week. So apparently the MCU She-Hulk star came out and had some very disparaging remarks about Disney wanting everyone to unsubscribe.
That doesn't surprise me.
So if that character wasn't dead and buried, probably is now.
Yeah.
If you want
to watch something spectacular with her in it, Orphan Black. Fantastic TV show, really, really good. She plays like multiple versions of like all twins and stuff like that. Really good.
So last one I got. So apparently the CEO of Blizzard Entertainment has come out and said they are developing a StarCraft tabletop miniature game.
Yeah, that's been in the works for ages and coming to Kickstarter soon.
Well, apparently it's even closer now.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. My only issue with things like that, and I think that's coming from my Warhammer background, is
two factions.
There's three factions.
Oh, three factions.
You've got the humans, the Zerg, and the Protoss. That's where I'm like, I want more variety.
Yeah, that's the same with like the Halo game. Like you've got
Humans,
Spartans, and you fucking and the Covenant kind of thing.
Spartans, not humans.
Yeah, but they're
I guess they're the Space Marines to your Imperial Guard. Yeah.
But then like your Covenant, technically you could split your Covenant apart into the different alien races kind of thing. And then also there's, if you look more into Halo, there actually are a lot of factions. So it's probably a bad example.
Well, to the novice Halo, I would only really know of 3.
Yeah, so like there's like the Banished, and then you got the fucking Flood and the fucking robot ones and fucking, well, so much.
But yeah, I'm done. Oh, last little one. The Infinity Castle sequence at the start of Demon Slayer was made with millions of 3D pieces in 3 years. So they were working on that like intro shots for a long fucking time.
Jesus.
And it made a fucking difference. It was beautiful to watch.
Yeah. That's what happens when you spend money.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for this episode of Frantic Nerdcast. That's the name of our show, Frantic Nerdcast. Next week, Brock will be back, hopefully. And it'll be the 3 of us as normal. Make sure you head to the YouTube channel and subscribe. We are getting closer to that 100 mark.
12 was...
No, 11 now.
11. We're at 89 subscribers.
89 subscribers, I believe.
Get there, check it out. As I said, there is... I guess we're within touching this now. So something on this set is part of the giveaway. So
Live update. Sorry, we're at 88.
Oh, someone unsubscribed.
Yeah, I may have just made that number up, in all honesty.
I know we're definitely 88 this morning. So.
Okay, so we are 12 subscribers off getting the big 100 subscriber giveaway happening.
We've got a few things that will be in the works for that. A few merch ideas might be thrown in there as well as a giveaway to help spread the Franticlers so Bevan's not by himself. Please help us come up with a different name than Franticlers. It was fun, but it's now getting really cringy to say. Sorry, Bevan.
Make sure you head over to the YouTube channel and you watch the vlog that we did for Comic-Con. We're really happy with it, and it was a really good time. And once again, thank you to everyone that talked to us, whether you were on camera or off camera. It means a lot and made a much better day for us.
But yeah, I said share it around, because not only do we have giveaways coming up soon, but we've got other things we are in the process of doing. So we've got a few different episode ideas and set ideas and things like that coming your way. So share it around as we have some big things coming in the future for the Frantic Nerdcast team, podcast, and everything Frantic.
You went a bit off channel there then as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Cheers, guys.
Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to Frantic Nerdcast.
You can find all our latest news and information on Facebook or at franticnerdcast.com.
You can find us on Instagram at Frantic Nerdcast. Find AJ at Weird Art by AJ. Find Zac at Frantic Kaz and myself at Frantic Brock.
Please make sure to head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe for more YouTube-only content like Sequelize It and Plays Games.